That noise, if you're wondering, is just me drying my clothes. I I'm currently in my basement, and I found the necessity to talk about a topic that's constantly being brought up to me on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and I keep hearing it, and it's people constantly asking me, "What did you do? What did you do to get here? As a player, as a footballer, as a barber, as a person? What did you do?" And to me, it's just crazy as people that we think that we need all these crazy formulas to become a better person, to become better, to just elevate. And it's not like that, my people. It's like life is simple. Life is better when you just settle down and you are who you are. So when people tell me like, "What did you do?" I'm just like, I just simply showed up. I simply just showed up to whatever my purpose was and everything that aligned with what I wanted to do. At my whole life, since I was 4 years old, 3 years old, I've been playing football as a kid, and I always recall myself showing up to every practice, every game, every little thing, as far as like my friends organizing a little scrimmage, some retas at the park. I was always wanting to go. I always showed up. As a barber, I always showed up to the appointments. People told me, "Hey, like, can you cut tomorrow?" Or, "Hey, can you come me later today?" Yeah, yeah was always the answer. Like, I constantly talk to people, and they say that sometimes they get lazy to do something. They don't want to go to the park because they're tired. Um, it's like that's never gonna work. That's never gonna work. Like, if you want to become better, if you're a starting barber, any chance you get, you gotta start fucking cutting. Like, how are you gonna get better? You can't just say, like, tomorrow, like, I'll just push it for tomorrow. Like, let me ask him if we can tomorrow because I don't feel like getting up. Like, I'm tired. Nah, fuck that. Like, we're all tired, and this is what separates the best from the rest. Like, it's just not that hard. It's easier said than done for sure, but it's honestly just habits. Like your mental. Like, how do you approach things? Like, anything that just relates to who you are as a person, as a human, it all ties in together. It's not a secret, like I said. Don't wait. Like, don't wait to do something. Don't always think that something's gonna be there tomorrow or later. Tomorrow's never even promised. Tomorrow's never promised. And with that being said, you gotta take advantage of everything you are offered in the day, because sometimes those opportunities, you miss out on them. And let's say, yeah, something like retas at the park, for example. Those things are always gonna be there. Sunday league's always gonna be existing, whether it be Southside at Pershing, north, like up north here in Merrill's Park, or wherever it may be. Those leagues are always gonna exist, but it's not whenever you feel like it. That's not how this shit works. You have to show up to everything that just relates to your goals, to your purpose, and that's how you become better as a person. So just by simply showing up, you put yourself at an advantage, because guess what? By showing up, you show interest. You're showing interest to your coach. You're showing interest to your client. You're showing interest to your teammates that you want to be there. Even if you're having a bad day, even if you don't feel like being there, just fucking show up, bro. Like, it's not that hard. Like, like we're nobody. We're never too good to be like, like, I'm not gonna go. Even if it's just like Sunday league. Like, I'm telling you, it sounds so silly, but even if it's just a Sunday league, a Wednesday league, Thursday league, whatever the fuck you wanna say, you're never too good. There's always room for improvement. And guess what? When you show up, you never know what opportunities you may get. You never know who may be watching. You never know that just by you saying yes to your client, he's gonna look and pay attention to the fact that you showed up for him and that you're interested. That goes a long way to people. And when you show up, I think that's just always number one. Like, you can't just choose when you want to do something and when you don't want to do something, because honestly, that's just not how shit works. to be honest. And nobody ever wants a person who's half-assed, who's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Nobody wants irresponsible people who pick and choose their days. Guess what? The world keeps spinning around, and who gives a shit if you're tired? Who gives a shit if you want to lay down? Your bed's always gonna be there. That shit's not gonna fucking grow legs and walk away from your room. Nah, your bed's always gonna be there. You sleep, you take naps. That's why you coordinate along with what's your purpose. See what I'm saying? Like it's not like it's not like you have all the time in the world. Like you have 24 hours. What are you doing in those 24 hours? Are you gonna sleep for a third of the day, and then what are you gonna do for the 2/3 of the day? Because the average human nowadays sleeps 8, 9, 10, 11 hours probably. Like that's a third, almost half a day gone, people. Like it's not. That's mind blowing. And then you do what? You're on your phone consistently. You're constantly seeing the same bullshit on your phone. Like these things are gonna consume you, and then guess what? Then you're gonna realize, oh fuck, like I haven't really done nothing. Well, yeah, like the world keeps spinning, like I told you. You know, put your priorities first and put all that bullshit aside. You know, there's time to scroll on your phone. There's time to lay down. There's times to do all these things that are easy to do and that you think you're not, that you need, but you really don't. And that's what really separates you, because never ever ever have I heard a great person say, I'm tired, I'm just gonna do it tomorrow. Nah, like it's just not how it works, people. It's just not how it works.